anyone in the United States sells XRP, they're violating Section 5. So if the SEC were to get its way, then and deem XRP a security, the token itself, then every altcoin on the market, including Ethereum, would be in play for the SEC to get their hands on the this asset.
That's what I'm saying. This has huge ramifications. Brad Sherman told Ellie Tarrant, my producer today, that he thinks that the SEC is going to win easy. He thinks that the investigation should expand, not just to this one aspect with Ripple, to any like coin wallet or any sort of aspect of crypto that was trading the XRP or trades it. What do you think about that?
Well, I think that Congressman Sherman, along with Chairman Gensler, wouldn't know security if it bit him in the butt, to be honest with you. They keep saying that
You're going to get in trouble for saying that, by the way. That's violent.
Well, I know. I said but. So they're going to tweet that. Hey, think about this, Charlie. There is taxpayer dollars are being spent for someone to shadow everything I do and read every tweet I make. And if I may say for you and Liz, I want to quote someone very important who said, quote, the SEC's litigation tactics suggest that the SEC is adopting its legal positions to further its desired goal and not out of the faithful allegiance of the law. Charlie, Liz, you know who said that? That's not a John Deaton tweet. That's Judge Sarah Netburn saying it.
Liz has a question for you.
Right.
John, my question involves, obviously, XRP has continued, well, let's say Ripple has continued to forge ahead. In fact, they've got a pretty decent overseas business, don't they now? So they're legit overseas. Is there any way to somehow split the difference? I mean, if the SEC suddenly says, you guys are a security and not a currency, and that becomes a disaster here in the U.S., can they still continue to do business and make profits overseas?
Oh, absolutely. 95% of what Brad Garlinghouse said of XRP sales are outside the United States. And Liz, it's a great question because there's an easy win for everyone in this case. The SEC could reach a settlement with Ripple and say that early sales, when the ecosystem was at its infancy, that those sales constituted a security, but that today's XRP, it's been deemed a non-security in Singapore, Switzerland, United Arab Emirates, and many other jurisdictions. It's only in the United States being held up, and so
then
they'll survive.
Let me just ask this, John, sort of broadening the discussion here. We were higher for most of the big name cryptos, but then there was a headline that hit earlier, just a couple of hours ago, that Peter Thiel-backed crypto company had gone bankrupt. So now you've got Celsius. You've got this one, and it makes you wonder if the SEC looks at this and is painting everybody with the same ugly brush.
Well, they are, but you know what there are, and let me make it clear, there are pump and dump schemes, there are fraud that's going on in any industry, including the crypto industry, but what you have is a few of these players who are using highly leveraged strategies, and the house of cards are falling, but you cannot paint an entire industry with the broad brush. Liz, I went on record to say I believe Gary Gensler is going to sue an exchange, whether it's Coinbase or Binance or another exchange in the United States by the end of the year.
Okay.
And what's your timetable for when they decide your fate on this thing?
Well, the judge, I have until Monday to give my response to the SEC asking that I be thrown out of the case and the amicus status to be revoked. I'll answer that on Monday, and then hopefully the judge within a week will give a decision.
That's great. All right, we've got to end it there. John, thank you.
John, thank you so much. And Charlie, thank you.